all winter long I've been putting guys on lake trout, either at the bait shop or through social media. And a half a dozen trips to Pactola, and I haven't caught one myself. So today, I'm gonna try and change that. There we go. Less than ideal start to the day. The plan pretty much all along had been to go to Custer State Park and fish either Center Lake for tigers and cutthroat trout, or maybe Stockade for panfish, or maybe even Legion Lake. And a series of unfortunate events. One partner, fishing partner, worked all night at the sheriff's office last night and was pretty beat this morning, and my other fishing partner was pretty tired, not feeling very good, so I ended up by myself. So I decided to change the script a little bit, and I ended up back at Pactola, where I've been getting my butt kicked for the last 2 weeks trying to catch lake trout. So it's late. I got a late start this morning. It's like 11:20 now, and I just got my first line in the water. So I'm gonna fish fast and move around and see what happens. Well, the last spot didn't necessarily pan out the way I hoped it would. Covered a lot of water and had a few looks and no takes. Had some dead sticks out. Those didn't produce either. And then everything just shut off. Wasn't even getting any marks anymore. So I made a big move. I found a point. I drilled all the way across it. We'll see what happens. But the beating at Pactola continues. Here he comes. Come on. There we go. There we go. I don't think this is a Laker. I don't think it's a Laker. It's not a Laker. It is a brown trout. All right, well, it's not what we're after, but we'll take it. All right. Thanks, little buddy. Not a lake trout. But that'll do. All right. All right. Well, at least we're catching fish. There's what we switched to. Might be it. might be it. This might be the one. This might be the one. That is 100% a lake trout. Yep, it's a laker. There it is. I got bubbles. It's not a giant, but got it right in the corner of the mouth. All right. Yes. Finally. All right, let's put it back. All right, it ended up being a pretty fun day, a pretty successful day. Not only was I able to connect on the target species that I was after, but I caught 3 different trout species out of one lake, which was always pretty fun. I caught rainbow and brown and lake trout. So, and we did all that in spite of a late start and some early challenges. So now it's time to get stuff thawed out and charge back up and ready for the next trip. But before I do that, I just wanted to share the 2 presentations that were the most successful for me today. The first is the Craigi XL from Cold Snap Outdoors and Maki Plastic. This is the glow-in-the-dark Craigi, and I had it paired up with a fireball jig, and that's what I caught the brown trout on. I have that set up on my 30-inch medium Redline series rod from Cold Snap Outdoors. This is a great rod. I've caught a lot of lake trout the last 3 years with this exact rod and this exact setup. So every time I go lake trout fishing, I always take 2 rods with me. One has a horizontal presentation and the other has a spoon on it. And the Redline series medium is the first one out of the box. The second setup that I had today, this is what I connected with the rainbow trout and with the laker on. This is the pink and white Clam ribbon leech flutter spoon. You see it's got the little blade there on the treble hook, and it's also, I also had it set up with some wax worms, so just jigging that vertically. That is on my 30-inch Jason Mitchell Elite Series rod. Both this and the Redline Series rod, like I said, first 2 out of the rod locker every time I go lake trout fishing. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Black Hills Bite. There will be links to all the products that I just showed you in the description. And again, thanks for tagging along, and we'll see you next time.